Hey YouTube, welcome to Coop Star Cards. We have
Brandon Lenard.
and what'd you do today, man?
Luxac Lenard. Well, I lost to Paul Cooper. You know what I'm saying? With this Savage list he's playing, and then I said, you know what? I got a Destiny board deck. I seen this mat. I'm like, I gotta have it.
Okay. So are you entered the winning mat?
Yes, sir.
You won this mug? Ooh, the mug is nice, bruh. Ooh.
So I actually won it with Rokket Link. It's like Dragon. I guess it's Dragon Link, some similar, but I rely on much more of a heavier rocket engine.
Okay.
I'm gonna start off.
All right.
With
Let's get right into the deck list.
Yes, sir. 3 Phantasmes. I am really not a fan of Phantasme, but for this deck, it's absolutely necessary, and we're gonna get into a little bit of that later. But 3 is a must. Ulti Dad, because it's off the list. It's amazing, and when you summon it, you just win the game. This is what happens every time. The babies, because they're the babies. They're amazing.
Yeah, they're limited to 1 for a reason.
Yeah. But you just climb up. 2 Absolute Dragons. This is part of our level 7 package. Whenever this card goes to the graveyard, period, from deck, hand, or whatever, you can add any rocket from deck to grave, and it's specials if you control a rocket. Okay. So it's pretty good. Another and the last 2 7s in our 7 package.
Tempest is spicy.
And Tempest, yes. This actually works out crazy well as far as the synergy. Now, the new card that makes this deck so playable is the Star Leaves. Now, what this card does is allows it to send itself or dragons from your hand to either to the total level, so itself like a 4 and a 3, or just itself to search a 4, or pitch a 3, search a 3, however you want to go about it. Basically to add dragons. Now, what you want to do, essentially, you got the Tempest, you got the Absoluter, you got this, and you have your dad. So what you want to basically do, if you can open Phantasme and drop a Phantasme on your opponent's board, normal summon this, search a dad, you're going to win the duel. Because now you're about to link this into your Rocket Link, and you just gain so much advantage. It's kind of scary. It all searches each other.
Okay.
Those are our ends, and now we're going to get to our cards that are not dragon related. And I just played 3 no material. I like no material. I really wanted to explore other options, but doing a lot of testing online, I seen a lot of people were going into that Elder thing and then overlaying into Azathoth, and you can't activate monster effects after that. So I figure if I catch you in the Elder with the no material and make it so you can't go into the Azathoth, I'm gonna blow you out on my turn. If you do anything else, like, I mean, drop a link first, and that's where the Phantasme comes in. But that was my logic behind it.
Okay, no, that's great logic.
The 1 Rocket Synchron, it is extremely insane. It allows you to summon any level 5 or higher Dark Dragon from your graveyard. So it allows you to bring back Destrudo, Phantasme, which is synergy. Also, your Rocket Dragon, your Absolute Looter Rocket, to allow you to search when you need to. The main rocket that is necessary in today's meta is the Magna Rocket. It sends a monster when targeted, non-targeting. It really helps you when you play your opponent who sits on a Dengrisu and assumes that that's going to be enough. You could just send a Dengrisu, and now they're in a lot of trouble, and it doesn't target you. And yeah, seriously, bro, with the spells and traps too. This one just sends spells and traps upon targeting. This one allows you to peek into your opponent's extra deck, pick the one of, like a Super Poly Target or the Kagari.
That's nice.
This allows you to pop everything in the column that your opponent controls. So when they set up link plays to try to do certain things and put back row behind them sleeping, you can just kind of like, pick your shots. The Tracer, which is by far the best card in the deck, quick play effect allows you to pop any face-up card you control. So you can play a quick play, then chain this to pop that and special monster from the deck. But when you do this, it locks you in the darks from the extra deck from the rest of the turn. So, it's pretty insane as far as quick effect goes. You can use it on your turn, your opponent's turn, and just keep things floating to make sure you always have advantage. Very easy to get around Nibiru when you got things summoning on your end phase and your opponent's end phase to make, Appaloosa early. 2 Dragon Shrines, because it allows you to send Destrudo, all of your power cards, as well as, the Absoluter to add any rocket. So it's also like a Rhoda for the deck, essentially. The World Legacy, which I'm definitely probably going to take to 3. Just the fact that...
So you going to open it, or...?
Yeah, bro, it's insane. Like, all of the rockets, or any of the links, which I'm going to get into, mostly just take rockets, or any dragon in general, or dark dragon. So once you just start link climbing, you really don't need any dragon in particular to finish the combo, long as you got a dragon. Quick launch is basically E-Telly for the deck, special out any rocket. boost sector launch, special summons. This card is actually amazing. The special summons 2 dragons or 2 rockets from the hand in ND.
Yeah.
Or it allows you to special summon up to the number of monsters your opponent have, so you have equal. Like I was just playing, and in time my opponent had 4 monsters on the board. I linked down to 1 monster and revive 3, and then just gain massive advantage. So I mean, it's just really good. The 1 Dragon Ravine, because you can search it. You can search both of these as well. You have access whenever you need them. The 3 call buys, because this isn't necessarily a combo deck, but it kind of is. It's like the only thing you don't want them to stop is you searching for this. Everything else is kind of like you can play through it.
Okay.
3 super polys just to deal with breaking boards, as well as when you go into the dragon off 2 darks. I mean, keep in mind it is a dragon, which will enable all of your plays. So you're breaking boards and still keeping the consistency of your deck. 2 mind controls, because we play a link deck, so it just makes sense to steal things and link them off.
Okay. Now, how many cards is that?
Honestly, bro, I'm not even sure on the count, but it probably is like 43,
okay,
44, somewhere in there.
All right.
The extra deck is very, very tight. This guy has a busted effect. The first one, which I never use, it says if your opponent does not battle with a monster, you can select it during the end phase and burn them for the original attack of that monster. I never use that because I always use the second effect. When it is special summoned, when a rocket is special summoned, it special summons itself from the grave. But when it does, it's banished during the end phase. And this is played in combination with this card, which basically says 2 dragon monsters, 1 including rocket. So you know, 1 rocket and any other dragon, you can just link these off to make this. It allows you to discard 1 card to target a monster on the field. Now you can target a monster on your side of the field or your opponent's side of the field. If you destroy a link monster with this effect, you can special summon however many rockets in your graveyard equal to your opponent's or your link rating. So what you will want to do is go into this guy first, then summon this, activate effect to pop this, special summon 2 rockets from the grave, and then his effect to trigger because they were special to give you a free body. So you basically have a free link 4 and 2 more bodies. And like I popped somebody's Sorry Usually today to special summon back 4. This is really good.
Yeah.
The booster dragon is 2 rockets specifically, but he's good for those random scenarios. Whenever he is destroyed, it special summons any dark dragon in your graveyard, and that can be by battle or by card effect. Board Sword, because he's our win condition, triggering rockets on your opponent's turn and your turn to, you know, OTK. This guy is absolutely insane and very pivotal for breaking boards. When you go into this combo, this is a free link 4 that you can go into this. Use the quick launches effect to pop a card. His effect is going to trigger to pop a card. You sink, swing over like into a Savage Dragon, destroy a monster by battle, trigger, pop another card. During the end phase, target either a rocket to trigger the rocket or just pop a card your opponent controls. So it's really good for control. Yeah, this Evil Swarm Nightmare is like, it's really good. Like I like to open with the Heraldic Seal and the Evil Swarm. It's a very strong turn 1. This guy is a super poly target. It takes 2 dark dragons, and my boss, one of the boss monsters from my deck, is basically a scrap dragon. Pop a card on my side, pop a card on your side. Rockets float. It banishes itself from the graveyard to summon a dark link, any dark link. So I can like revive a Board Sword or anything.
Empty jar, baby.
Let's go.
TPT, baby. Team Relinquish, baby.
Starving Venom, because it's still good against darks, and it's a dragon, so it just keeps your engine going with that super poly. Just, you know, summon a rocket, link it off, continue your plays. Just to deal with Solomon Grace, just to kill that counter trap and their pops if possible. The seal, because it's insane. It literally lets me get any card from my deck. Tempest is really good. BLS is amazing. It comes out of nowhere with the Tempest and the Absoluter, because it's just like special. They never see it coming. It's just really good. 2 dragons. You search the Dragon Ravine to Foolish the Goods. The card that makes all this possible, when you summon him off any level 4 or lower dragon, light or dark, it allows you to add the field spell. His second effect is target a rocket to add a rocket card, or target a monster to add a rocket card in your graveyard. You destroy the targeted monster and then add the monster back. And a lot of people lose because they strike this as if it matters. I target for cost, so I'm still going to get the sand or do whatever I was trying to do with the rocket. So the pluses is what really gets the deck in there. And Savage Dragon. It's the 1 synchro that you do make. I thought about the team 8-star, but I really don't have space. But it's pretty good as far as the negates, and you have plenty of fodder to get you up there as far as attack. Side deck, triple cosmic, because I was just worried about back row. Evenly Nibiru, which rarely got sided. Dark ruler no more, because if you can't stop my combos, I mean, I'm about to drop the dad and I'm going for game. And this guy, bro, surprisingly was so good today. Playing against Orcus, playing against Salad, your opponent is always sending cards from hand or deck to grave. Orcus, normal summon, foolish, Armageddon, anything of the nature. It just allows you to summon this card. It can't be called by the grave, which is very good. I mean, it's a strong card. I think it was just something I wanted to test today, and it ended up doing a lot better than I thought.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Deck, bro.
Do you like to give me shout outs for today, man?
Bro, Paul Cooper, bro.
Hey, yo, shout out to Coop Star Cards. Hey, squad. We got the whole squad here, baby. Whole squad here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mentality crew.
Like Midwest game.
Maurice.
What's up?
We live, bro. Every time
we
we come to
lit.
St. Louis, we have a good time.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all coming through, and
For sure, man. Yo, congrats on your winning, man. Yo, check out this deck list. Thanks.
Yeah.